People, welcome to another episode. In today's episode, we are going to discuss 5 reasons why God is disappointed, why God is angry at Black people. Disclaimer, for the purposes of this video, I am going to be referring to Black people and colored people as one, as Black people. Get it? Because I do not have the amount of words to be saying extra words when I don't have to, right? And besides, these two groups are always at the bottom of the barrel. So it makes perfect sense, right? So, disclaimer. In this video, we're going to be referring to Black people and colored people all as one type of people, as Black people. I thank you. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, we family, right? Holla. People, as we sit here today, right? As we filming this, as we discussing and chatting here, right? It dawned on me that God is not happy with Black people at all. It doesn't matter where you are as a Black person. I don't care if you're in America, Jamaica, Australia, India, China, wherever the hell you are, South America, you name it, in Europe, Russia. If you're a Black person, just know that you, my friend, are a total, uh, I don't know what word to put in there. You can insert the worst possible description that you can think of. That's what God thinks of you because of how dumb and stupid you are. I mean, you can walk around with your fancy mansion and your flashy cars and your flashy gold rings and your chains and your money and your billions and your suits, your Versace, your Gucci, your Louis, your what, you name it. All the stuff that you're bragging about, none of that stuff is made by you or your people. And see, that's the beauty of your stupidity. See, you boast and brag about things that you don't even make. You boast and brag about making other people rich. You boast and brag about being enslaved to the commodities and the consumerism of things. You brag and boast about being a spender instead of being a maker and an earner. How much money does Louis and Gucci earn from your spending? How much money do you make from Louis and Gucci for all that advertising? No. See, even that you can't even answer. But that's not the reason why God, yes, God is angry at you. You know why God is angry at you? I will tell you why. You see, God gave you an entire continent. And on that continent, God gave you everything that you could possibly want. You see, on that continent, God made sure that you had 2 oceans. And then to top it off, God put a Mediterranean Sea just in case the oceans were too vast for your knowledge. So, Africa is surrounded by water. But not only that, God gave you all the animals you could think of. God gave you all the fruit and the vegetation that you could think of. Man, God gave you all the fish and you name it. God gave you an abundance of mineral wealth. God gave you. Top it all off, God even gave you good weather, good climate. That's what God did. God decided to give you the best of the best because God You are God's chosen people. Believe it or not. That's why, if you really look at the way the world, the climates and the weather patterns and all the earthquakes and the hurricanes, Africa barely suffers those things. I'm not saying there isn't hurricanes here and there. I'm not saying that. I mean, Mozambique is on that whole belt, but that's just like minuscule, you know? I mean, dude, we know there's the devastation that comes with hurricanes. We know that. But Africa doesn't experience those devastating every monsoon season kind of weather patterns like other places do. I mean, if we have to rate a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably sure that Africa has the best climate. I have to guess that. It's either South America or Africa, one of the two. And I'm guessing it's Africa. I'm really guessing it's Africa. But somehow, somehow, you lost it all, gave it away. It's no longer your continent. You don't even control it. Man, how did you do that? How? Okay, that's one, right? Lost an entire continent. Lost it. Number two, God gave you mineral wealth. You didn't need to want for anything. I mean, she was, you name it, gold, platinum, cobalt, diamonds, copper, brass. What else? Dude, I can't even think of so many. Tanzanite, emeralds. Gee whiz, what else do we have? Platinum, gas. Gee whiz. You name it, Africa got it. But guess what? You can't even get to it. And even if you can get to it, you only get to the surface levels of it. I mean, that's like having a house full of food and you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to bake. You don't even know how to prepare that food. So you die of starvation with all that food in your house. Damn. Third, third. What have you built of your own as black people? I mean, let's be honest. Black people's claim to fame is probably the spear. That's it. I mean, we cannot claim to make the first anything. We may be able to build buildings now, black first company that makes certain things now, but that's not our invention. That is us just tailing off other people. We may have started it in a raw fashion, in a real um, Stone Age type way, you know. Modernization came and they perfected what we started. We started and we didn't know and we don't know how to modernize it. But it was ours, it's our idea, it's our everything. Damn. It's not even the patent is not even ours. That's how black we are, man. Imagine Shaka Zulu revolutionized fighting by shortening a spear. Cool. That's great and all. But wouldn't it have been great if Shaka had revolutionized fighting by making the first African gun beat with gunpowder or beat with sand that blasts? I mean, have you ever walked onto the beach? Sand stings in the wind. So imagine if he had come up with a mechanical something that could put sand in it and blast its way to you. Something other than shortening a spear. But hey, we'll take whatever we can get. So our claim to fame, shortening a spear. While others moved on to gunpowder, moved on to nuclear weapons, we still have a spear. That's all right. That's good. Now we do understand why God is angry at us, right? Okay. People, as black people, God's looking at us and thinking, I gave you the world. I put you basically in paradise. Now, of course, there was going to be skirmishes here and there. There was going to be warmongers here and there. That's natural. That's what men do. That's testosterone. Test, testosterone, right? But how do you lose an entire continent to other race groups? That is the main thing. How do you get other race groups to come and mine your mineral wealth and then sell you the finished product and you still buy it at a higher price and yet you have the raw materials? I mean, do you think God is looking down upon you and smiling and saying, Black man, you are genius? Nah. I heard once on I think it was a TV show, this black American woman, was it a man? Can't remember. They were boasting and bragging how black Americans are like $1 trillion economy and they, and I was thinking to myself, damn, you are happy to bragging that black people spend $1 trillion on consumer goods in America. Like, why do areas like Watts and Compton and Little Haiti and I don't know, whatever ghettos they are, Marcy projects, and why do they exist if you are bragging about black people being $1 trillion economy? I mean, it's shocking. It's freaking shocking. You go to England, there's Brixton, there's Peckham, and you ask yourself, those black people over there, what are they wearing? They're wearing Lucci, they're wearing Louis, Gucci, they're wearing Fendi, they're wearing Bulgari. But Brixton exists. Then you ask yourself, black man, what are you doing? Why are you so obsessed with consumerism? Have you ever heard of entrepreneurship? Have you ever heard of money making, money saving, money investing? Why is it that we are always at the bottom of the pile? But of course, the most dangerous thing on this planet is a black man with money. Trust me. You see, as black people, money's just not our thing. You see, brains, mind, mindset, just not our thing. Reading, studying, just not our thing. That is why we are always at the bottom. An African president. Let me show you. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Right? An African president. You name any African president you want to name. There's only one that stands out for me, who spoke his mind, stood firm on his principles, but not quite. And I think that was because he was old. And that for me, and I'm not talking in ultra defiance of anything like that. No, he just spoke from the heart. He spoke his truth. He stood his ground as far as he could, as as far as diplomacy could allow him, right? And this was Nelson Mandela, right? Nelson Mandela was not afraid to speak his mind, and most of the people respected him because obviously of his the length of time he spent in prison, and his age. Okay, so he came out. He was seen as this political angel. He had that reputation behind him. So therefore, he could speak his mind, right? Nelson Mandela aside, every other African president is treated like a peasant when they go to America, when they go to Europe, when they go anywhere else. That just shows you. And I'm not saying that they're getting treated like peasants by by other European or American leaders or presidents, heads of state. No. I'm talking about ordinary citizens of America, of Europe. They don't see a black president as a president. To them, it's just like black man. Just no regard, no respect. Do you know why? It didn't start now. It's because it's been generational. We haven't created the impression that we are a power to be reckoned with. We haven't created those credentials. And even if we have, they've been whitewashed. So we haven't rewritten them. We've just went along with a whitewashed narrative. Now we even believe that we are inferior to other race groups. They make us feel inferior and we believe it. And yet we're not. And yet God gave us everything. And we lost it to people who had barely nothing or half or even quarter of what God gave us. God gave us everything that we could possibly want and more. Africa has abundance. Other nations, other continents, other race groups were not as fortunate as Africans, as black people. God gave us everything and we lost it all, including our dignity. Now I ask you, do you think God is happy with you, with us? Let me know what you think about this video. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're family, right? Holla.